There's a known segula to read the Parashat Haman. Last week we read on Tuesday to read Parashat Haman. Some people even every day they read Parashat Haman. Could be it's a segula, could be not, but everybody would do like their minhag. But for sure, more than the segula is what we learn from the man. We have to learn what is the idea, the concepts of the man, and to understand that the concepts of the man is there to teach us how the parnasah goes till today. Because it was not by chance that Hashem gave us for 40 years the man in the midbar. He could have also made other miracles, could have the wheat could have grown over there also, and all different types of things, miracles Hashem could have made. He made man, and with certain techniques, in order to teach us the kol adorot for all of the generations, how a person has to have emunah and how he has to relate to his parnasah. Number one, the Talmidim of Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai they asked him, how come HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't bring them the man once a year? Once a year, I don't know, maybe on Rosh Hashanah, it says Rosh Hashanah, you get all the mizonot for the whole year. Every Rosh Hashanah comes down, Mount of Man, special again, it's spiritual food, doesn't get ruined, you can store it in the closet, not a problem, and you'll have food for every day. Why do you have to go every day, collect the man, if he's already doing the miracle for Am Yisrael, right? It could save us the hard work to go collect the man. So in Mashal Mashal, he says, I'll give you the Mashal about a king that had a son, and he used to come, the son, he says, here, come to me once a year, and I will give you, whatever your allowance for the year. So the son used to come once a year. Dad, how you doing? I love you, I miss you, let's go for a coffee, let's talk, and see you later. That's what the son would do. He says, why am I doing this? Instead, let me give him every day what he needs for the day, and this way I will see my son every day. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu also wanted that we should have this relationship with him. So he gave us every day the man. And therefore, every person, imagine, you have a family, you have children, you have to feed your children. Okay, you take the man for today. What's going to be tomorrow? No. What do you mean? You're in the midbar. How are you going to have food tomorrow? Hashem Ya'azor. Oh, so now the person has to rely 100% on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And God had to ingrain this into our system. As Am Yisrael, building Am Yisrael, the parnasah, at the end of the parnasah, that we have to be talui, dependent on HaKadosh Baruch Hu 100%. And you can ask people that are in the business world also, they'll never tell you, oh, well, everything is stable, I have my business running, everything is great, nothing to worry about. They're always worried about something, but you have already $100 million. But all of a sudden, maybe Trump might put on now tariff on Mexico, on China, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. We always have to be working and be on top of things, because if not, who knows what's going to be with our parnasah. So Hashem created this system in a certain way in order to teach us that we have to have the emunah and HaKadosh Baruch Hu all the time. He also gave us the man, which was a spiritual food, and he did not give us the man on Shabbat. And what do we do to remember the man on Shabbat? We do lechem mishneh. We eat two lechamim because on Shabbat we're not able to go and bring the man. So therefore we do lechem mishneh, two breads, in order to show, to symbolize the man. When we do the hamotzi on Shabbat, do we think about that ever? Never think about it. We just, give me the bread and make the beracha. We have to think about this. Wow. Hashem doesn't want us to work on Shabbat, so He's going to take care of us. The regular people, imagine a guy has a store, he can make, opens a store, $50,000 every weekend, the biggest weekend that everybody's coming to, has to close the store. It's not simple. You're going to lose $50,000, you're going to lose $100,000 if you don't open the store. Well, Hashem tells you the parnasah is not from opening your store. I'm going to take care of you. You don't have to worry about anything. So next Shabbat, B'ezat Hashem, when we take the lechem mishneh, we make the beracha on the lechem mishneh, we should remember that Hashem is mefarnes us. Another thing also is that it says, the one that took extra, when he came home, it was omer legulgol, a certain amount for every head, an omer. If he took extra, he came home, he had exactly the amount that needed for every person of his family. If he took less, he had the exact amount also for what he needed for his family. Which means the hishtadlut is not going to make a difference. As much as you try to work, what you're supposed to get, that's what you're going to get. And not a drop more, not a drop less. It's not going to make any difference. Of course, we try to do hishtadlut, but that's not going to make the difference. This is also one of the explanations. So a lot of people don't understand. What do you mean? I shouldn't try. I should try. Everything has to be in the normal level of trying, but to understand when you go to the meeting that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to decide if I'm going to get the deal or not. And whatever I do, I put on a fancy suit, or I spoke, or I took out the buyer to dinner, that will not make any difference. And whatever you're supposed to get, that's what you're supposed to get. It says also, the mizonot itself, the food that we are eating and getting nourished from the food, how does that work? Why, if I eat a piece of wood, cut off a piece of wood of the table for breakfast, I'm not going to get any nourishment from that. But if I take a piece of meat, I get nourishment. I take whatever beans, I take whatever milk, I get nourishment, and from other things, not. Today we have also written on every thing that we eat, it says this is this calories, this is the salt, this is this. Where did it come from? Why does this have more calories? This has less calories. This has more protein, less protein. Why? That is motza pi Hashem. Hashem is giving the calories, the nourishment in the food. So when you're eating the word of Hashem. You're eating what Hashem put into the food. It's not just because the food has it, that's the nature. It's not nature. It's the motza pi Hashem. He's not living because he's eating the bread. He's living because this is what Hashem said, that the bread will give you the nutrients. And there's a lot of other things that, of course, we can learn from the man with our emunah. Okay, so this is how I know, the guy doesn't know Rabbi Joey Mizrahi from Bnei Yitzhak. So his father, Alav Shalom, big tzaddik, David Mizrahi, used to have in his office a jar with cotton balls. So this, we have affection, what do you need this for? He says, no, this reminds me of the man. I always want to remember the man, that the parnasah is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, okay? And this has to be real in our eyes, not metaphor, yeah, we believe. No, we have to live this in a real way, that's it. We're going be'emunah with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and this is why we have to read the Parashat Aman, not just to read the Parashat Aman, but to understand all of the learnings and teachings from The man, how Am Yisrael is Yesodo, the foundation of Am Yisrael is on the emunah and full belief in a Kadosh Baruch Hu.